When we arrived, the guard gave a signal directing us to park in a specific area in the Ombudsman parking lot. We proceeded to the specific area and parked red Mazda sedan where the remaining 2 bags of money were placed. We left the keys on top of the left front of the wheel, which is our usual practice when delivering large amounts of money. 72. Previously and upon direct instructions of PRD, Sarah, I've also delivered money to Ombudsman Samuel Martires or Tony Ryan, which I usually place inside an open trunk of a designated car. Number 73. After completing the last delivery, we left the Ombudsman compound aboard my blue Toyota FJ Cruiser. A few years later, I read from several media reports that 125 million OBP confidential funds in 2022 were reportedly utilized in just 11 days. This is wrong because I personally disposed the money in less than 24 hours. Sarah attempt to visit me at Annex 2 BJMP Camp Bagong Diwa.
You can drink some water, Mr.
Yes.
Madriaga.
Yes,
Drink some water.
Thank you po, sir. Issue. May I proceed, Madam Chair po?
Feel free to start whenever you want.
Number 74. A few years later, I read from several media reports that the 125 million pesos OBP confidential funds in 2022 were reportedly utilized in just 11 days. This is wrong because I personally disposed the money in less than 24 hours. Sarah's attempt to visit me at Annex 2 BJMP Camp Bagong Diwa. Number 75. Sometime in October 2025, after I got arrested for alleged kidnapping, I was called by Jail Warden Jose Marie Sabiniano in his office. As I made my way to the office of Jail Warden Sabiniano, I was surprised to see Sarah through the metal railings of the passageway. She smiled and waved at me. Number 76. When I entered the office of the jail warden, Sabiniano, he asked me if I know Attorney Joyce. I replied, Joyce dapat, and jail warden Sabiniano handed me a phone. When I said hello, I recognized the voice of Sarah, and she asked me about my well-being and conditions inside the detention facility. She was also apologetic for failing to do something or assist in my ongoing criminal case. 77. Frankly, I felt bad and disappointed given that Attorney Harry Roque filed the case against me in retaliation after I tried to expose his land-grabbing activities in Maribeles, Bataan, together with his Philippine offshore gaming operator partners. As I previously mentioned, I was merely trying to assist the farmers of the said area who were supposed to be awarded of their certificate of land ownership award by the Department of Agrarian Reform, but fell victim to Attorney Harry Roque's activities. Attorney Roque and his POGO partners wanted to convert the said place into a POGO hub after he facilitated the transfer of at least 60 land titles to First Bataan Maribeles Holding Corporations. In fact, Danny Corral, President and Chief Executive Officers of First Bataan Maribeles Holding Corporations, is also an incorporator of Lucky South 1999 Outsourcing Incorporated and Lucky South 1999 Corporation, which were involved in POGO operations in Pampanga. Number 80, more importantly, I felt betrayed that despite all my efforts to support Sarah, to the extent of even committing high-risk acts for her and her family, she did not lift a finger to stop Harry Roque, who is her known ally and supporter, from filing the unfounded kidnapping case against me. In witness hereof, I have here and to set my hand this April 2026, April 11, 2026 in Taguig City, Apayan, signed Ramil Madriaga. That will be all your, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Madriaga. Are you okay?
Yes, Madam Chair, I'm okay.
You think you are in the best position now to give your testimony? Yes?
Yes, Madam Chair.
You want a house doctor to check on you first before we continue?
No, okay
You're
lang po.
okay?
I'm okay, Madam Chair.
Okay. Thank you. Are you ready for clarificatory questions on your affidavit?
Yes, Madam Chair.
All right. Thank you. Now we recognize again the Honorable Terry Ridon.
Madam Chair,
The Honorable Abante, is that a point of order?
no, it's just,
With the indulgence of Congressman
Yes.
Ridon, you may
Please.
proceed.
may I just be allowed to also ask after Congressman Riton some questions? As
After
I have
Congressman
mentioned
Ridon.
that in my manifestation. Thank you,
Yes.
Mr. Chair.
Let's hear first the clarificatory questions from Congressman Ridon.
Bago ho natin napasukin yung mga tanong, balikan lang ho natin supplemental affidavit to just confirm the contents of the affidavit. So you confirm po all of the contents that you had read in this supplemental affidavit.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes po, Madam Chair.
You also confirm that this is your signature in that affidavit above Ramil L. Madriaga Afayan.
Opo, Madam Chair.
You also confirm that it was subscribed and sworn to on the 11th of April 2026 in Taguig City.
Opo, Madam Chair.
We are also reading for the record that the document was notarized by Jose Lorenzo Angeles III, Notary Public of Taguig City, Philippines, roll number 95960. We will proceed, Madam Chair, to the questions. Marami po kayong binanggit sa dalawang affidavits na binanggit po ninyo, yung affidavit and yung pong supplemental affidavit. So, very important ho na mag-focus lang po tayo doon sa talagang may relevancy dito po sa mga grounds for impeachment, impeachable offenses laban po sa atin pong pangalawang Pangulo. No? So, binabanggit po ninyo, Ginoong Madriaga, na meron pong mga pinagawa sa inyong mga bagay. So, kasama po dito yung pagkuha at pag-deliver ng mga items, particularly confidential funds, to 3 very specific locations. Tama po ba ito?
Tama po, Madam Chair.
Nabanggit niyo po ito, no? So, meron sa Laguna, meron, tama po ba?
Opo, tama po, Madam Chair.
Meron po sa Nomu Bashu.
Opo, Madam Chair.
At saan po yung panghuling lugar?
Sa Agham po, Office of the Ombudsman.
Office of the Ombudsman. Siguro, we have to state for the record clearly, sino po yung nag-utos sa inyo na kunin ang pera na ito at i-deliver po ang mga pera na ito sa tatlong mga lokasyon po na ito?
Vice President Sara Duterte.
Maraming salamat po sa inyo pong sagot.